Hello, welcome back to another Dynasty video as the Arizona Wildcats are taking on the Florida Gators. We finally got our first four recruits, first four-star recruits, let me say that, in Jason Thomas. And we're looking ahead to other recruits, mostly recruiting wide receivers because we are having a lot of upperclassmen leave this year due to graduation and possibly going to the NFL. As you can see, we offered some people like Stephen Burton, Luther Ness. We didn't really move anything on him. We did offer D'Angelo Thomas some scouting. We scouted him, gave him a little, he was really good in change of direction. So I'm thinking maybe he can be used as a kick returner when he gets here. And yeah. So we've been recruiting. We're 4-1 to start off the year, which is very good, very good. We're in the Mountain West. I honestly don't know how, but Florida is two. Florida is 2-3 and ranked, but we've beaten three ranked teams and we were not ranked yet. So we definitely gotta get ranked if we beat Florida. Oregon loses to UCLA in upset. Looking at the top 25, to understand how 2-3, especially after. So they must have been ranked like fifth or top five because they lost their first game. They won their next two, which means LSU had to be ranked. And then they lost a close game against Oklahoma, which we actually got slaughtered by Oklahoma. So kind of makes sense why we were in at least getting some votes. At least we're getting some votes compared to last week. We're gonna hop into this game. We got the Heisman Trophy list as we're gonna wear our all reds, not all reds, but we're gonna wear our cactus helmet with the Sandstorm jerseys and the red pants because I think that's one of the best combos we have in the game. And then for Florida, decided that they're gonna go all blues. Some games I'll let the opponent like auto generate their uniforms, but I really love the blue Florida, like the like kind of metallics, like Blake uniforms. I think that add a nice touch. So yeah, that's for the game so far. Gonna load in. Look at this. All right, as we walk into Ben Griffin Hill Stadium, taking on the Gators for the first time ever, I think, in our program's history. We've never played Florida before, especially at Florida. Oh, we know we played them in basketball, but we've never played them in football. And this is a nice opportunity, test against a ranked team. That honestly I don't think is better than us because we like are 4-1 with three quality wins and one quality loss. Actually, I wouldn't call it a quality loss since we did really get blown out by Oklahoma, but it doesn't matter anyways. As we kick off first in the pouring rain at Ben Hill Stadium, Michael Segundo Demina is going to kick off to number 4 on Florida. Looks like he is shifty, so that's going to be a problem. Nice hit by our special teams after coming off that loss against Oklahoma. We did need a lock in, and we did play a thriller against BYU, which led us to getting game-winning drive. As Lagway and Fafita are similar in structure, but not in play style. Fafita is more of a pocket passer, creates behind the pocket, while DJ Lagway is definitely more of a mobile improviser type of quarterback. As the first play of the game, they hand off to Jada Ball, and he's stopped in the backfield after a nice stiff arm. No gains. Tay Brown, one of the seniors on this defensive front, really trying to get this team to the college football playoffs, and we actually might do it because our schedule eases up until we play ASU. Uh, Second down and 10. Lagway's taking the ball. Boom, 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 boom. Lagway, play action. Who's he going to throw to? Hits the flat as we tackle 82 in the backfield. Third down and 7. Uh, this would be a great win. A great win for Florida as they could possibly stay in the top 25. I don't know. Why I paused it here? I'm gonna have to cut this out. But as they look to stay in the top 25 with the win over Arizona and possibly keep their hopes at a conference championship alive. But I don't know if they can as we send the pressure, throws it to the tight end. And I think that was Cole. That was Cole or Tay. Tay with the nice deflection to get the Florida Gators off the field. Let's see what this offense can do. It says our team is top 10 in offense, is averaging 40 points per game. I don't think the only game we haven't scored 40 in is against Oklahoma. That's the only game we didn't score 40 or more points. As we take the field first time with Fafita, gonna look to hand it off, establish ground game. Body takes it to the outside and he's running to the 50, 40, 30, the 20, the 10. Body might go all the way and he steps out of bounds as I celebrated way too early. I thought I would be able to get there. I had to check the settings real quick, make sure it was on All American because my brother was, not even my brother. I changed the difficulty every other, not every other game, but I changed the difficulty when I play something else. So it's like, gotta make sure its sliders right. As Kendrick Reese out, bounced it in for a touchdown, and the Wildcats take an early 7-0 lead over the Gators. That was a great drive, but I mean that was just a great play. Get to the outside. Oh, why do I got it? Get to the outside and let Marty run. If that's gonna be able to happen all game, we might walk out here with a W. As Flora takes it across the field and gets boomed. Another first down. Opportunity for Florida to tie this game up. Let's see if Lagway can do it. Lagway was just inaccurate on the last drive as he hits the screen. Number 22, tackled in the backfield by Gavin Hunter. Another young player we could use on this defense for a little bit. Hope he stays around. As we shift the defense over, using Genesis. Lagway sits back in the pocket. A lot of short passes today coming from Lagway. Hasn't tried to hit a deep ball yet. 3rd down and 8. Let's see what the Gators are going to do here. Shift it back up. Boom, boom. Tries to go across the middle and gets sacked. DJ Lagway held on to the ball way too long. And we got the sack. I mean, you can't hold the ball that long. That was like 10 seconds. Couldn't find anyone open. You just go throw that one away or run the ball out of bounds. As Chris Hunter takes it, jukes back in, gets tackled across midfield. So, 2 bad possessions from the Florida Gators right there, and 2 possessions where Arizona gets good field position to start off their drives. Back to work. Favita handoff to Madi. A little nice 3-yard gain. Stiff arm. She rushes 69 yards. Second down and 7. Fafita in the backfield. What we do? We're gonna try to get the younger guys in because I feel like we have enough speed on our bench. Pump fake Fafita as he runs it for a nice little gain. First and 10 in Florida territory. Wildcats be able to get another touchdown in the first quarter. Play action. Hits Mazzell. Money Mazzell with the touchdown. The freshman able to split the defense and get into the end zone. The Cats open up this game really fast, and Isaiah Mazzell is one of those guys. If we can keep him, I don't think he will transfer. There's no reason to. He's been getting a lot of playing time. But again, another drive where we're able to score under 2 minutes. High octane offense. Another kickoff. 4:41 to go. As the Gators, my fault. As the Gators take out first down and 10, 14-0. The Cats are up 14. As we get a tackle in the backfield for a loss of 1. Florida is just really not gotten anything going. Such a shame too. I was coming to this game expecting it to be high scoring, but Hasn't been that so far. Our offense just seems to be better. Throws it to a flat. Has been really conservative today as we make a tackle in space. DJ, ooh, what? As the Gators take it down, 3rd down and 3 at their own 32. This is really make or break drive so far. I mean, they haven't got any momentum going, so they really need this first down. They're gonna hand it off to Jaden Baugh. He doesn't get it. He gets about 2 yards. Don't see why you would run on that. But they punt and we end up getting the ball back. 2:50 to go. We're gonna do a little reversey verse. This is really in our back pocket for every game because no team really knows when it's ever coming out. Like when we're ever gonna use it. As we use it, Florida bites on it, and I think that's Hudson with the catch. Been a big play target all year. Nice catch. As there's a play here. I don't know why these clips got switched, but I don't want. I'll fix this in post production because it's gonna mess up with the recording for the like microphone recording. It won't let me record if I stop it to keep going back in that. But we go back to the play. See the punt before. Nice play, honestly. Hudson's able to get open in way easy space. Does he take it from the end zone? Mahdi gets the ball. A little run, gets stopped in the backfield. Second down and 12. We try to go to Gio. Actually, we don't go to Gio. We go to Burnett, and Burnett's wide open for the touchdown. Gets popped at the goal line, but falls in for the touchdowns. Fafita, 2 touchdowns already, 93 yards, and it's just seeming like Florida did not come to play today whatsoever. It's bad. I think it's a lack of trust in DJ Lagway. I mean, starting off 2-3, even though they're ranked, they're clearly not playing to their level of rank, or even playing to being. They're not close to the top 25 team. As Rutgers upsets Arizona State in a game, which means we'd be the first in the conference if we win this game. Another tackle. Well, the special teams unit's been perfect this year. They really think we've let up any kick returns. 21-0. Let's see what Lagway's going to do. Play action. They try to go throw it deep. They test it. Genesis Smith's back there. Incompletion. Wide receivers got to catch that, but Lagway's also got to lead them. That was a little rushed. Didn't set his feet. 2nd down and 10. They find the opening. Nice play, and that's the biggest play Florida's had all day. To Caleb Alajos. Nice 43-yard gain to Caleb Alajos. 1st and 10 from 36. Let's see what the Gators do with it. Handoff up the middle. Nice game. 1st down and 10. He cuts back. As this is the first good drive of Florida has all the day. They run a screen RPO. Run it, but gets thrown in the backfield. As we go into the second quarter, Cats up 21-0. As it looks like Florida has no life in the beginning of the game, but they did start to pick it up towards the end, and they're within red zone territory. As we're averaging 22 yards per play, which is 2 first downs. Yeah, that's 2 first downs a play. Because if I'm averaging 22 yards and it's 10 and 12, that's a first down each play. As we open the second quarter, in Florida territory, they look like the pass. Trade-in bites down and flips the wide receiver on his head. What a deflection. As we take a replay of the the first team play. Traden's able to get in there after he bites on the press, and he kind of flips the defender, but he didn't really make a play on the ball. He more so hit the defender up, causing the ball jar loose. And yeah, that's just how our defense has been playing so far this year, except for that Oklahoma. I feel like our defense is good, but we're like high risk, high reward, so we're a very aggressive defense. Uh, Especially for like our standards, it's a pretty aggressive defense. As third down to 10, they dump it off to the back. It's like the fourth or fifth time Lagway's dumped it off to the halfback or flat, tight end in the flat, rather than hitting one of his wide receivers. So that's just telling me that our corners are doing his job finally. Because the BYU game, our corners great job in the first half, terrible in the second. Or the Oklahoma game was very bad in general. Like the Oklahoma game was the worst defensive performance. So our defense has been definitely up and down. We're not like a efficient defense, but we do get a turnover every game. So like I said, high risk, high reward. It's 21-3 in the second quarter, 9 minutes, 16 seconds left. Really proud of our team so far. Kept it on the ground so far. Nice ground game. We've been mixing it up. Gonna try to get Mahdi on the outside. Looks like there's no one to the left, but our blockers did not hold up. And we fumbled, which could have been a big play for Florida, but ends up getting reviewed and labeled as a down, knee down by contact. And he was for sure down by contact. That grass jarred the ball out. I mean, we'd have got it back anyways because we jumped on the ball, but still a big play for Florida, trying to get back in this game as Anthony Harrison is leading the country in rushing yards. Second down 11, gonna try to go through the air, stays there, but Fafita did not see the backside pressure, and that's a sack. Let's see if Florida can get off the field here. Gonna try to hit Wyson across the middle. He gets bumped definitely, but able to break the contact and fight for the first down. And just a little bit of momentum killer for Florida after scoring that field goal and almost getting a fumble and getting a sack. So it's definitely shifts us, yeah, shifts us back in the gear as we hand it off. Handoffs have not been successful. Mahdi did not. Mahdi started off the game with basically a 66-yard play and hasn't gotten anything since. Fafita, second down and 12. We're going to sub in the young guys, see what they can do. Because the secondary, feel like, would get exposed with more speed. As we go to Money Mazzell, and he's able to take it across the 30. Gets tackled, but what a play. And absolute 2 catches, 75 yards. So he's on pace for 100 yards already. So, very good. Been very good so far. Was he target tight end, pump fake, miss, direction. Fafita takes it back. Fafita is just able to create, extend plays. As one of our offensive linemen got hurt. Don't really know how, but got hurt. Injuries are so fickle in this game. You get like the same 3 animations. Pass it to Gio. Gio's able to get the first down a little bit more. As we're in the end zone again, but Fafita hasn't passed. And we take it with second down and 5. Take it down with second down and 5. Try to throw the fade route. Nothing really open, and we take a sack. That was a bad play from the start. Should have run a fade. Or I could have ran a fade, but I could have ran another play because there was no way we are just going to get that. Gio's not the tallest guy. He's not our contested specialist, but we look like we have something on the outside. Peter drops back, throws it to Money Mazzell. Oh, and he catches it. Wow. What a catch by Mazzell. And he already has 2 touchdowns. So every other catch has been a touchdown for Mazzell. See the throw. I mean, the throw is perfect. But it's really because Spivey was able to actually draw out that corner. And Mazzell was actually able to make a play on it because that was a tough catch. The catch difficulty on that's really tough. He's able to come down with it. Now lose control of the ball. And the route wasn't anything special, right? but he was just good enough to create separation, stop that corner, gain enough speed, uses his outside leverage and catches it. And the Cats are up 28-3 or 20. The Cats are up 28-3. 27-3 with the field goal to 28. And it seems like Florida obviously did not want to come and play today because they're just getting beaten every level, every facet of the game. To the point where it's like almost like, how are you guys even ranked? Because if you guys were ranked, we played a ranked team and we got stomped. We played a ranked team in BYU and it was a close thriller. We played Boise State. That game was a little more of a challenge than the game I'm giving here now. So I mean, it's 20 as we get a hit there. First down and 10. Second out quarter. We really got in the halftime goals. Start fast on offense. Have a suffocating defense. It's all about just maintaining control of the clock here. Another DJ Lagway, but I mean, he had somebody wide open, but Genesis Smith wasn't able to get there, and they finally score. That. What a play by the Florida wide receiver to get behind the defense, and yeah, that was just a bad rep by Genesis Smith there because he kind of like bit too early, and he was able to recover, but not fast enough to like get the pick. So it's 28-10, and good game so far. It's been sloppy from Florida, but after that touchdown, maybe they're able to get a little momentum back on their side. As Jeremiah Patterson takes it, giving us good field position. I feel like the key to our games has been if we start in good field position, we most likely score. We haven't been in too many situations where we've had bad field position. As we're gonna run it to Mahdi, cuts back in, and I cut out and I cut back in because I thought the block was there, and I thought I was gonna be able to split the gap, but wasn't able to with Mahdi. And now Mahdi, again, we're gonna hand off to Mahdi. Pretty good games, 2 back-to-back plays. And we take off after that. Another first down. Love the way we're moving the ball so far. Let's get a little more action going here. Fafita looking deep. Does he have it? Nah. Right out the hands, this baby. It wasn't really out the hands, but it was more like I just didn't throw the ball in fast enough. As another deflection, so defense is low key clamping up right now. Low key. Will they be able to get it off the field on third down, though, is the real question. As we target Gio. And he makes a catch, but I don't know if he actually caught it. They said it was a first down. I had to go back and replay because, I did not think that was a catch. As you can see here in a minute. Go to replay. Bro. It was a nice route, too. Gio able to, but he kind of slipped a little bit as he made that second cut. And then caught the ball, right? But the ball hits the ground. So I don't know if, he caught it and he got down with the ball, or it was more of the knee hit the ground and the ball just weirdly disengaged from his hands. But I didn't know if that was a catch. Mahdi takes it up the field, 7-yard gain, about 100 yards and 8 carries. Which 100 divided by 8, 80? So that's not 80 yards per carry. That's 8 yards a carry. Fafita sees it. He's gonna run. He looked a little slow. I think he was a little hobbled towards the first half, but he felt better as the game progressed. So maybe just a little limp, a little limp. As we step up in pocket, get sacked again. So about 4 sacks so far from the Florida defense. It's not their defense that's been bad, honestly. If their offense was a little better, it would have been a closer game. But their offense was terrible to start. as Money Mazzell gets the juke, tries to spit out, but 3rd down and 8. Nice game, nice like the way we were playing is a playoff team. We suffocate, get a little going. Consistent offense is key in the playoffs, though. Got to make sure you have the ability to get first downs. So we hit GL coming across the middle. 4th down and 4, I think, or 3. Was it 4th down and 3? 4th down and 4. I was right the first time. I'm always right the first time. So we're gonna low key have I keep forgetting it. But smoke screen. Yeah, we're gonna run a smoke screen because I feel like the linebacker's not gonna be able to react in time. See, I'm reading the linebacker. He stays, he presses up, he gets there, but I'm able to get the first down. GL5 catches 31 yards. Fafita has thrown only 2 incompletions. I figure yet how he's not on the Heisman ballot because he's been playing great this season outside of one game. He's able to take it in for the score. Touchdown. Arizona Wildcats have taken a 24-point lead in the swamp against the Florida Gators, an SEC team getting blown into smithereens by a Mountain West team, formerly a Pac-12 team, formerly a Big 12 team, formerly a Pac-10, WAC, and WCC, the West Coast Conference, now WIA team in Arizona Wildcats. If you peep ball knowledge, if you know your game. Yeah.